Hey guys, Hannah here, and I'm doing a presentation on the Constitution, as seen right there. So, in Article 1, Section 1, it says all legislative powers herein guaranteed shall be vested in a Congress of the United States, which shall consist of a Senate and a House of Representatives. In Section 2, the House of Representatives shall be composed of members chosen every second year by the people of the several states, and the elections in each state shall have the qualifications requisite for elections of the most numerous branch of the state legislature. No person shall be a representative who shall not have attained to the age of 25 years and been 7 years a citizen of the United States, and who shall not be elected by an inhabitant of that state in which he shall be chosen. Representatives and direct taxes shall be appointed among the several states which may be included within this union, according to their respective numbers, which shall be determined by adding to the whole number of free persons, including those bound to service for a term of years, and excluding Indians. Three-fifths of all of the other persons' actual enumeration shall be made within 3 years after the first meeting of the Congress of the United States, and within every subsequent term of 10 years, in such manner as they shall by law direct. The number of representatives shall not exceed one for every 30,000, but each Senate shall have at least one representative, and until such enumeration shall be made, the state of New Hampshire shall be entitled to Clause 3, Massachusetts 8, Rhode Island and Providence Plantations 1, Connecticut 5, New York 6, New Jersey 4, Pennsylvania 8, Delaware 1, Maryland 6, Virginia 10, North Carolina 5, South Carolina 5, and Georgia 3. When vacancies happen in the representation from any state, the executive authority thereof shall issue writs of election to fill such vacancies. The House of Representatives shall cause their Speaker and other officers, and shall have the sole power of impeachment. Section 3. The Senate of the United States shall be composed of 2 senators from each state, chosen by the legislature thereof for 6 years, and each senator shall have 1 vote. Immediately after they shall be assembled in Congress of the first election, they shall be divided as equally as may be into 3 classes. The sets of the senators of the first class shall be vacated at the expiration of the 2nd year, of the second class the expiration of the 4th year, and the third class at the expiration of the 6th year, so that 1/3 may be chosen every 2nd year. And if vacancies happen by registration or otherwise during the recess of the legislature of any state, the executive therefore may have temporarily appointment until the next meeting of the legislature, which shall then fill such vacancies. No person shall be a senator who shall not have attained to the age of 30 years and been 9 years of a citizen of the United States, and who shall not, when elected, be an inhabitant of that state for which he shall be chosen. The Vice President of the United States shall be President of the Senate, but shall have no vote unless they be equally divided. The Senate shall choose their other officers, and also a President pro tempore. In the absence of the Vice President, or when he shall exercise the office of President of the United States, the Senate shall have the sole power to try all impeachments. When sitting for that purpose, they shall be on oath or information when the President of the United States is tired. The Chief Justice shall preside, and no person shall be convicted without consent of 2/3 of the members present. Judgment in cases of the impeachment shall not extend further than to removal from office and disqualification to hold and enjoy any office of honor, trust, or profit under the United States. But the party convicted shall nevertheless be legible and subject to indictment, trial, judgment, and punishment according to law. Section 4. The times, places, and manner of holding elections for senators and representation shall be prescribed in each Senate by the legislature thereof. But the Congress may at any time by law make or alter such regulations, except as to the places of the choosing senators. The Congress shall assemble at least one every year, and such meeting shall be on the first Monday in December, unless they shall by law appoint a different day. Section 5. Each house shall be the judge of the elections, returns, and qualifications of its own members, and the majority of each shall contribute a quorum to do business, but a smaller number may adjourn from day to day, and may be authorized to compel the attendance of absent members, in such manner and under such penalties as each house may provide. Each house may determine the rules of its proceedings, punish its members for its disorderly behavior, and with the concurrence of 2/3 expel a member. Each house shall keep a journal of its proceedings, and from time to time publish the same, excepting such parts as may, in their judgment, require secrecy, and the yeas and nays of the members of either house on any question shall, at the desire of 1/5 of those present, be entered on the journal. Neither house during the session of Congress shall, without the consent of other, adore them for more than 3 days, nor to any other place than that it in which the two houses shall be sitting. Section 6. The senators and representatives shall receive a compensation for their services, to be served by law and paid out to the Treasury of the United States. They shall, in all cases except treason, felony, and breach of the peace, be privileged from arrest during their attendance at the session of their respective house, and in going to and returning from the same, and for any speech or debate in either house, they shall not be questioned or in any other place. No senator or representative shall, during the time for which he was elected, be appointed to any civil office under the authority of the United States, which shall have been created, or the enormities whereof shall have been increased during such time, and no person holding any office under the United States shall be a member of either house during the continuance in office. Section 7. All bills for raising revenue shall originate in the House of Representatives, but the Senate may propose or concur with amendments as on other bills. Every bill which shall have passed the House of Representatives and the Senate shall, before it become a law, be presented to the President of the United States. If he approve, he shall sign it. But if he shall return it with his objections to that house in which it shall have originated, who shall enter the objections at large on their journal, and proceed to reconsider it. If, after such reconsideration, 2/3 of that house shall agree to pass the bill, it shall be sent together with the objections to the other house, by which it shall likewise be reconsidered, and if approved by 2/3 of that house, it shall become a law. But in all such cases of the votes of both houses shall be determined by yeas and nays, and the names of the persons voting for and against the bill shall be entered on the journal for each house respectively. If any bill shall not be returned by the President within 10 days, Sundays excepted, after it shall have been presented to him, the same shall be a law, in the like manner as if he had signed it, unless the Congress by their adjournment prevented its return, in which case it shall not be a law. Every order, resolution, or vote to which the concurrence of the Senate and House of Representatives may be necessary, except on the question of the adjournment, shall be presented to the President of the United States, and before the same shall take effect, shall be approved by him or being disapproved by him, shall be repassed by 2/3 of the Senate and the House of Representatives, according to the rules and limitations prescribed in case of a bill. The Congress shall have power to lay and collect taxes, duties, imposts, and exercises to pay the debts and provide for the common defense and general welfare of the United States. But all duties and imposts of exercises shall be uniformed throughout the United States. To borrow money on the credit of the United States, to regulate commerce with foreign nations and among the several states and with the Indian tribes, to establish an uniform rule of naturalization and uniform laws on the subject of the bankruptcies through the United States, to coin money, regulate the value thereof and the foreign coin, and fix the standard of weights and measures. To provide for the punishment of counterfeiting the securities and coin of the United States, to establish post office and post roads, to promote the progress of science and useful arts by securing for limited times to authors and inventators the exclusive right to their respective writings and discoveries, to continue tribunals inferior to the Supreme Court, to define and punish heresies and falconies common to the high seas and offenses against the law nation, to declare, grant letters of marque and respial, and make rule conquering captures on land and water, to raise and support armies, but no apparition of money, to that use shall be for a long term, for a longer term than 2 years, to provide and maintain a navy, to make rules for the government and regulation and the land of naval forces, and provide for calling forth the million, to execute the laws of the Union, suppress insurgers and repel invasions, to provide for organizing army and disciplining the million, and for governing such part of them as may them employed in the service of the United States, reserving to the states, respectively, the appointment of the officers and the authority of the training the militia according to the discipline prescribed by Congress, to exercise exclusive legislation in all cases whatsoever over such district not exceeding 10 miles square as may, by accession of particular states and the acceptance of Congress, becoming the seat of government of the United States, and to exercise all authority over the places purchased by the consent of the legislature of the state in which the same shall be, for the excavation of forts, magazines, internal dockyards, and other needful buildings, and to make all laws which shall be necessary and proper for carrying to execute for foreign powers, and all other powers vested in this Constitution in the government of the United States or Department of Officer thereof. Section 9. The migration or importation of such persons as any of the states now existing shall think proper to admit shall not be prohibited by the Congress prior to the year 1808, but a tax or duty may be imposed on such importation, not exceeding $10 for each person. The privilege of the writ in habeas corpus shall not be suppressed unless when in case of rebellions or invasions the public safety might require it. No bill of attire or ex post facto law shall be passed. No caption or other district tax shall be laid, unless in proportion to the Caesars and enumerated herein before directed to be taken. No tax or duty shall be laid on articles exported by any state. No preference shall be given to any regulation of cumbrance or revenue to the ports of one state over those of another, nor shall vessels bound to or from one state be obliged to enter, clear, or pay duties in another. No money shall be drawn from the treasury but in conquest of appropriations made by law, in regular statement, and an account by the receipts, and the exodus of all public money shall be published from time to time. No title of nobility shall be granted by the United States, and no person person holding any office of the profit or trust under them shall, without the conquest of Congress, accept of any percent, eminent office, or title of any kind whatsoever from any king, prince, or foreign state. Section 10. No state shall enter into any treaty, alliance, or confrontation, grant letters of marque and respite, coin money, bills of credit making anything but gold and silver coin, a tender in payment of debts past, any bill of a tender ex post facto law or law impairing the obligation of contracts or grant any title of nobility. The state shall, without the conquest of the Congress, lay any imposts or duties on the imports or exports, except what may be absolutely necessary for executing its inspection laws, and the net procure of all duties and imposts laid by any state on imports or exports shall be for the use of the Treasury of the United States, and such laws shall be subject to the revisions and control of Congress. No state shall, without the conquest of Congress, Congress, lay any duty of tongue, keep troops or ships of war in time of peace, enter into any agreement of compact or other senate, or with a foreign power, or engage in war, unless actually invaded or in such imminent danger as not admit of delay. That's it. That's all I can do for today. So I'll be signing off now. Bye.